Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... zone for a touchback.
Ready? 52. Yeah.
They'll run it for the first time. They'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
2nd and 4. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
15 X3, 218, chop.
On 1st and 10, Purdy going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Like my boy. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Check 52.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Kill. 61. Match box. Let's go.
A give to Camaro running right.
I got you, boy.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Purdy. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. We want it! Come to my work!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the punt. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Hey, wahoo! Fight!
He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
We got to step it up. Shit.
Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. Then we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 3. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Let's go. AARRREE. LIIIIIVE.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Hand too soft.
It's a part of it.
Go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Go, go.
Looking to throw. Purdy. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Purdy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
We own it. Check 52. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Purdy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Undercross, Christian, Travis. Yep. Now.
Kamara. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Look at me, Zipper.
Hey, watch it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I hope he's about to rush because I'm upset.
Operating for the gun, Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, high 7. 52, right 52. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Shoot. To throw on third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got a system to shut you down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Martinez, a final shot before break. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They'll always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Come on,
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They run it with and a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike's 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Ready.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 4 down. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Shoot.
And drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he wrote that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. But he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, Purdy firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Purdy going deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Looking to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
57, X3, 218, chopper.
Now Balaj. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot.
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
6-6, bullet high.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And an alley to run. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Purdy. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Off the play fake. Purdy going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Showing it. Showing it.
Big Dan, 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, check 25.
He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check. Mike 52, Mike.
80 weapons.
That's trash. Shift.
Step.
On first down, Meeks. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the ready.
52. Get the ball.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 13. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Purdy. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one.
Come on, set.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Rush in.
Get ready.
But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the action play for a loss. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You draw horses. Hey, foxtrot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7.
They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 57.
He'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw here. He's going to go for it all. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A good pickup there at 22.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown,